Well, when you come home from a hard afternoon playing Scrabble, you do rather hope that the plasterer would have done a little bit more than that, but the plasterer disappeared, don't know where he went. So the electrician and the gardener got on and did that. Now I'd have hoped they'd have done all of them, but there was some sort of silly story about you don't pay them enough, or you know, maybe I don't flog them hard enough. But there we are. One down, rather a few more to go. Yeah, and they gave me a similar story with why this isn't finished as well. Yeah. I don't know, you just can't get the staff, can you? And then of course the painter said, well, since you've taken that shutter down, you really ought to paint it before you put it back up. And I said, well, you're the painter. And he said, I know, and I finished half an hour ago, so good luck with that. Before I paint this, something that I meant to do before I put it up the first time, I'm going to fill all these screws and yeah, make it a bit better. This is what, how many years? Best part of 5 years of sun does to things here. So yes, they do need a repaint. But first of all, we're going to use some enduit pat. Easy and ready to use, interior and exterior. Yeah, that sounds good, doesn't it? You can sand it, you can put screws into it, and you can drill it, and you can colour it. Yeah. Well, I did manage to grab the sous chef by his ear, and I forced him to fill the screw holes. He then gave me some half-baked story about needing to let it dry before it gets another dose of sandpaper, and he ran away. Said he's going to tell his mum about me. Oh well, we'll leave that where it is, and then that can be sanded. But all of these things, you know, it's absolutely right. You need to let the filler go hard before you can sand it down. Sand it down, paint it, sand it down, paint it. So it's not out of sequence to start doing that before that job is all nice and done. You know, it's trying to get everything done at the same time that's the fun and games. On the shopping list for tomorrow is a tête de bergère, but I'm going to get a surface mounted one so that it doesn't rust and fall off